right, Pisces, welcome and welcome back to Pisces Network, you guys. Do what makes you happy. Okay, that's what I heard. Do what makes you happy. And if you feel happy, you feel good, that's all that matters at the end of the day. As long as it's not at the expense of another person, you know, negatively or, you know, harming anyone, then do what makes you happy, Pisces. You know? Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. That's what I heard. I also feel like we have to do this reading in a certain format because I literally got a message about how Spirit wanted me to lay out the cards. So let's go ahead and get into it. I hope you guys are doing well. As always, be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. We're going to get an oracle card and see what's going on for Pisces. If you guys want to book a personal, the link is in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for everyone who has booked. I put it in the community tab for you guys to see, but in case you didn't see it and you booked a reading, you should have your reading by Friday. Okay. This is November, I don't know, hell, what's the date? I think it's the 20th. Yep, it's the 20th. So by the 22nd, y'all should have your readings. If it's after that date, then you check your inbox. But let's see. For Pisces, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God, for Pisces. What's the message that you want Pisces to know? Oh, interesting. Ooh, even more interesting. Two-faced. I just heard throw a rock and hide your hand. Two-faced, pot calling the kettle black. I'm hearing that type of stuff. Well, ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? Ain't that some country shit? Sure is. Follow your heart. Ooh, I hit the mic. Do what makes you happy, Pisces. Do what makes you happy. Follow your heart. This card reminds me of the Six of Pentacles. Card number 37. That's a 10. I feel like there are certain people who you're divinely like orchestrated to align with, work with, commune with. Your community, in the community. There are certain people who you're meant to align with as friends, business partners, lovers, all that type of stuff. We all know this. But in order for you to get closer to those groups and closer to those people, your spirit team is telling you to follow your heart. Do what makes you happy. And that's going to be your ultimate guidance. Now, that card might mean something else, but oh my God, and the evil eye is back. Purple is behind both of these cards, which to me indicates the crown chakra, third eye type energy, higher chakras. And then this is kind of like a teal blue throat chakra. All right, let's see real quick, and then we're going to get into it. Now, I'm going to, I was about to say, I'm going to read the Follow Your Heart card first, because it's at the bottom. And it says, wherever the wind blows, go there. All right, so maybe Spirit wants you to be like that croaker bag. They want you to blow in the wind. It says expansion and bravery. The affirmation is, when I think back to a time when I could truly say I was fearless, I always remember the feelings right before. Either I was tired of living a lie, period, or I was tired of worrying about what others might have to say, period. Eventually, you make the decision to live out your own truth and embark on your own authentic journey, or you choose to comfort others while they experience their own. Only you can decide which makes you feel most complete. When I think back to the moments that I was daring, I remember the guilt rushing, fleeting from my body. The worries never disappeared. They just found their place. To each their own, I said. You are here for a reason. Now is the time to expand beyond the constructs of your own mind. Reach higher. Live how you want to. Set beautiful goals for yourself. Remember, you are protected by a divine source. There is no right or wrong way to be. The moment you choose movement, spirit moves with you. The consequences of your actions will always show up. Choose what you'd like to be rewarded for. Pure fucking period. Give your heart to who you want to give your heart to. Do what it is that makes you happy. You're at the core of this. What your spirit team wants you to know is that some of you guys, either you're at a point in your life where it's not even an either, Pisces. A lot of you are at a point in your life where you are basically saying, listen, fuck it. Fuck it. I don't care who has a problem with what I'm saying or what I'm doing. You're going to speak when you want to speak. You're going to stay quiet when you want to stay quiet. You're going to share when you want to share. You're going to, be private when you want to be private. You're going to invest when you want to invest. You're going to do what you want to do. And that's just it. And anybody who has a judgment about it, y'all know what they can do, right? Say it with me now. They can kick rocks barefoot with no shoes on, fresh out the bathtub, bitch. Okay? You can't forget the bitch at the end. And that's pretty much just what it is. It is what it is. So a lot of you guys are about to experience an expansion because of your courage, courageousness, your bravery, and your choice to be fearless. So this is the time I feel like before that, this affirmation was kind of letting you know that the feelings that you have of fear or guilt or anxiety or stress or whatever this is, it's like you're the Fool card and you're about to leap off that mountain. Pretty much. And I don't think you're throwing caution to the wind. But this is a conscious choice that a lot of you guys are making because you're fed up. You're tired of living a lie, or you're tired of being so worried about what everybody thinks. Because it's constricted you for such a long time when it comes to really being fully fulfilled in your life. It's not that you don't care about people anymore. I've said this before to y'all. It's not that you don't know certain truths in life, right? But if you choose to speak on something, you're choosing to speak on it for a reason. If you choose to take action on something, you're choosing to take action on it for a reason. If you choose to make certain moves and, live a certain way in your life, you're choosing to do it for a reason. And that reason boils down to and stems from, at your core, you're living for yourself now. Now, we have this Two-Faced card. Part of this, I think, is associated with yourself, but part of it could be exterior to you, okay? Two-Faced says, keep your heart open, keep your mind sharp, stay vigilant. Deception and judgment. You are not to be trusted. You are quick to negotiate your worth and to hand your power away if it means you do not have to work hard for respect. You betray yourself by not caring enough about your evolution. Interesting. Now, upright, this card says, you are working hard to put yourself back together. There's no such thing as too fast or too slow. Development takes refusal and engagement. Take care of your obligations. Everything else can wait. Act on how you feel. Be free from the thoughts and opinions of others. Damn. Even if that means pulling back from your people for a while. Trust in your ability to do the right thing. After all, you have the final say. Dang. So I feel like the reason that you may not be able to be trusted right now is because you're going to basically make moves and take action when it's best suited for you. And it's not like I said, like you're being hateful. It doesn't feel like you're being hateful. It just feels like this is a time where you have had to evolve. Like we're in a position right now, Pisces. And what I'm getting from the energy is that a lot of us are in a moment that comes with evolution. And with evolution, what's associated with evolution? The main thing is survival, right? Not only is it a desire for prosperity and a desire for peace and all those good squishy mushy things, but at its core, evolution stems from a need to survive. Not I want to survive. No, bitch, I need to survive. I have to do this or else I'm going to be extinct. This will mean extinction for me if I do not do these certain things to handle and maintain what the fuck is going on in my life. And that's what I feel like the mentality is for you. You are avoiding extinction because if you don't survive, then everything you stand for and every part of your destiny and everything that your soul and your specific journey defines will be lost. And I feel strongly a lot of you guys' energy is in a place where you're like, fuck that. It's kind of like, having a driving factor or a motivating factor of, bitch, I'm going to show you. It's like having a motivating factor of, yeah, all right. When somebody tells you can't do something, or somebody tells you won't get something, or you can't get there, or you won't make that, or you won't be able to do this. It's like, oh, really? You want to bet? Ho? You get what I'm saying? That's where y'all's mindset is. And it's not that you're competing or you're comparing yourself to other people. It's more so like, okay, now I see I'm finna have to slap you upside your motherfucking head with proof of your idiocracy and ignorance by showing you exactly where you had me fucked up. And that's just what it is. And that's a strong motivating factor. Pride, ego, the darker, more shadow-esque sides of your soul can produce results based on those darker motivating factors. And what people have to understand is that that's not necessarily a bad thing. The only thing that's bad is if you can't moderate it, if you can't balance it, if you can't keep that shit under control. That's the only thing that's bad, is when you weigh too heavily on one side or the other. But see, what this is a result of, this whole mentality, that this whole message that's coming out, because it said twice, not only in the Follow Your Heart card, but also in the Two-Faced card. It says, be free from the thoughts and opinions of others, worrying about how other people are going to feel. You're throwing that shit in the trash. And the issue with tapping into your shadow side is not that you tap into it, but it's the issue comes in when you can't tap out. But all of this, like I was saying, is basically happening because you were too tapped into that light side. You were too tapped into that passive side. You were too tapped into that amicable, amenable, yes, I'm here for everybody and I'm going to do everything for everybody and never do anything for myself side. You were too tapped in. And you started to take loss after loss after loss after loss. And now it's come up season. Okay? Boom. It's come up season. Ooh, let me write that down. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Get in the comments for the algorithm for me, y'all, please. Get in the comments for the algorithm for your girl. And then do it for me. Please get in the comments for the algorithm for your girl. So that they can see the readings. Okay. I'm just going to write that down because I've been forgetting good titles. And the phone that I usually write it in, I'm using that. I'm actually using that. Okay, here we go. Thank you guys for being here. There we go. All right, Stanky Pools. Let's read the Evil Eye card because y'all remember, if y'all remember, that card used to come up a lot. Turn right to it. Now, the Evil Eye says practice protection rituals, deception, and intention. As much as we'd love to believe that there is no one out there who has our worst interest at heart, it is simply not true. Actually, they said it simply isn't true, but it is simply not true. Someone could be paying too close attention to your every move right now, even if they aren't vocal about it. Whether it be a stranger who follows you online or a person in close proximity to you, there are snakes hiding in the grass. Now, upward, this card says you are spiritually covered. Animosity will not thrive here. However, take into account that you may not know your secret critic directly, and you may be sharing too much. You are giving too many details publicly to hate on. Hold back. Think before speaking, and do not overshare. Keep both your wins and your losses to yourself. So some of y'all might need to take that advice, but as I always tell you guys, live how the fuck you want to live. You get what I'm saying? I don't necessarily agree with this because this is basically the result of that type of attitude where you're living in a mindset where you're worried about what people are going to think and what people are going to say. So it's like you're censoring yourself because of what that outcome could possibly look like instead of living in your truest, most authentic form. So listen, I say go with what you know at the beginning for a reason, because that's what you need to do. You need to go with what you know to be true in your life and what you know to be best in your life. I'm not saying that you shouldn't heed the recommendations of spirit. I think what they're saying with this card is basically that because of this attitude that you guys are carrying and holding, you're going to have a lot of people who are going to try to use the things that you say and do as ammunition to attack you. But the key part of this is that you are spiritually covered. Animosity will not thrive here. You get what I'm saying? So there may be certain situations for some of you guys that you invest in where I feel that there could be certain times and situations where you may not want to say too much. It's like you may be able to find a way to cleverly get your point across without divulging too much of your personal information. Definitely any business deals, any opportunities, any things that you have like in the chamber that you haven't yet released or talked about, and there's a lot riding on it, definitely keep those types of things a secret or keep them, hidden until the right time for the energy to step forward. I'm gonna use these. But in any other, uncertain terms, I feel like you should do what you want to do. Okay? Like I said in the beginning of the reading, I don't know why. Listen, I was laying down because I was feeling a little tired. Just got the kids off the bus not too much earlier. And I just kind of laid down for a few minutes, 30, 45 minutes, whatever. And then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, in my mind it was like I need to do a Pisces reading. So I was like, okay. And then my mind started showing me how the reading was supposed to look and like the way it was supposed to be set up. And at the moment when I felt like, yep, that's what I need to do, I got up and my laptop said 3:33. So it's like, at the end of the day, even if there are people coming at you, even if people try to attack you, or if there's animosity or negativity from the things that you say, the opinions that you have, the feelings that you express, it doesn't mean that you're not necessarily supposed to express it. 6 of Wands, right? I feel like you're supposed to do something your own way, because it's like you're carving out a new path that a lot of people are going to follow. We had that reading recently with the copycat card. So at the end of the day, I just feel like even if you do have situations where you quote unquote might fuck up, you really didn't. You know what I mean? Without the meanings of the cards though, follow your heart. Two-faced and evil eye. There could be someone fake in your camp. There could be someone two-faced. Again, the pot calling the kettle black. You know, I can't remember the other one I said, but y'all know what I mean. Now, okay, let's see the situation, Spirit. Can I get 3 cards for Pisces when it comes to... Ooh, High Priestess, Empress. Can I get 3 cards for Pisces when it comes to the situation that they are experiencing at this time? Whatever situation that's connected to the message that you're trying to deliver to them at this time, Spirit. 3 cards for thine situation for Pisces. Ooh, 2 came out together. The Hermit and the Temperance. All right, I feel like I have to pull 2 more. Emperor and the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, there is a strategy that you need to keep to yourself until the right time to kind of expose it or divulge it or release it or whatever. There's something that you're doing. You're taking control of a situation. You're also preparing yourself for something through implementing a strategy, Pisces. You could have strong Aries or Taurus in your chart, possibly Sag or Virgo. Or you could be dealing with one of these signs. Excuse me. But whatever this is that you're preparing for, protecting yourself with, whatever strategy you're implementing, it's like you're learning how to stay calm. Because you may have been the type of person in the past, like when you were doing something, to immediately go run and tell that to somebody, to your homeboy or your homegirl or somebody, your friend, your sister, your brother. Now it's like, time with this 2 of Pentacles has taught you a lesson about how to stay more balanced when it comes to that. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus who's learning how to be more peaceful. More balanced. You could have a Virgo that's trying to balance out a situation or take control of a situation. And it could be like their health or something financial. This could be an older man or somebody who's more seasoned. Yeah, and it's either Aries, Taurus, Virgo, or Sagittarius. And I feel like this is an older person. They may be exercising more. They may be trying to balance out a health condition. What else for Pisces is the situation? Knight of Swords. There could be communication coming in. For some of you, this is your son or your daughter, teenager, early 20s, mid 20s. 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Some of you may have a child who comes and asks you for money. You knew they were going to do this. Or you have a situation where you're receiving some type of communication that you kind of knew was coming, but you didn't necessarily see it coming. But you, like, when it comes, you know why it's there. Or when it comes, you kind of felt it coming or something like that. Somebody's telling you something that you don't know. Could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, strong Libra, possibly Taurus as well. It's like you're receiving some type of information that you don't know, but that your intuition was kind of telling you that you would receive, or telling you what it was about, even though you didn't know exactly what it was, or you didn't have all the details or information. One more card for Pisces. Oh, wow. 2 cards came out again together. The wind is whipping, bitch. 5 of Swords. Emperor. Yeah, what in the world? Okay, so Pisces, somebody feels like now is the time to say something. Now is the time to tell you something that they know, or tell you something that they found out about. Someone feels like now is the time to give you the information that you didn't have before about a person or about a situation. Whoever this emperor is, they really want to win at all costs. Like, that's what it is. I feel like somebody's coming to tell you something that you don't know about a person who's doing something connected to their self-interest. They're coming towards you to tell you about someone else's self-interests and how it possibly affects you. 9 of Wands, Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's hard for whoever this is to come towards you. I need to take a screenshot because I sure forgot. But just keep in mind numbers that could be significant. 37, which is a 10. 32, which is a 5. 18 is a 9. All right. So either you're minding your own business, being at peace, staying at home, meditating, things like that. And then somebody comes kind of out of left field or out of nowhere with some information, or they come out of nowhere wanting to have a conversation about something while you're kind of just here minding your own business. But this is something that has been difficult for this person to say. And it's either about someone else or it's about what they've done in some way, shape, or form. This has been a burden for whoever this is, whether someone knows another person's secret or they are themselves the ones keeping the secret, okay? This could even just be the holidays for some of you guys, going home to your family and maybe putting up boundaries with people. You may decide not to go to the Thanksgiving dinner if you celebrate, or you may decide to stay home or leave early or something like that, okay? Let's see. 9 of Wands, Sagittarius. Yeah, it's straight Sagittarius, Virgo, Aries, Taurus, and maybe Libra or Gemini or Aquarius. Any air sign. There could be information that you guys have that could be a burden as well. because you know that if you speak on this information, you may get attacked, or whoever you feel like you need to speak to about the information could be upset with you. But whatever the attack is that you kind of fear, or whatever the situation is that you're hesitating about or a little cautious about, it's pretty much already completed itself with this Nine of Wands. Like whatever you're afraid of or nervous about or intimidated by, it's not, like, I guess when you get closer to it, it's not actually as scary, or when you start doing it, it's not actually that scary, or whatever. Something is not as scary as what it seems. It just looks that way, or somebody acts that way. All right, so now I'm gonna move this down just a tad, just a smidge. Pisces, y'all be sure to like the video. Thank you guys. Let's reciprocate the energy. All right, so what's at the root of this for Pisces spirit? Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Death card. Let me just say this. Whatever your strategy is, it's like you've already made contingencies or accommodations for a certain outcome. I feel like your spirit team wants you to stick to your strategy or stick to your plan, because it's like you were given a vision, or you were given something in your meditation or your dreams, or something was given to you about a strategy to follow, and you may be trying to figure out what's the next step. What do I do next? Everything is going to be laid out for you. I also feel like if you have a certain plan or strategy or technique that you want to follow, stick to that. Because I feel like you already made allowances or contingencies or accommodations for a specific outcome within that strategy. So this could be a situation where those outcomes are starting to transpire, and your spirit team wants you to remember, or they want to remind you to stick to that strategy, because the vision that they gave you to create the strategy already held the accommodations for these particular outcomes. Okay. Queen of Wands. So a lot of this stuff is happening because your confidence is becoming clear with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands, and things are changing because of it. Either they're changing in your life, or they're changing for other people around you. You're getting a lot of attention. People see you as very attractive as well. I feel like you're attracting a lot of success, victory, attention, communication. And listen, time's running out, baby, for something or somebody. And I don't think it has to do with you. This could also be a fire sign feminine for some of you guys. Or a feminine energy who's like changing their tune or switching up. It's something about switching up. Two-faced. You get what I'm saying? The switch up is real. And I don't know exactly what that's about, but there's definitely somebody here who's switching up on you, or you're switching up on people, or somebody's changing their tune. They're singing a different tune. And it kind of feels like if it's somebody else changing up their tune, it's like they're responding or reacting to something that you said or something that you did, and now they're changing their tune. What else? Root cause. I couldn't speak for a minute. 9 and the 8 of Cups. All your energy, Pisces. See, this is a situation where you clearly know what you want and you're going towards it. You see clearly what it is that you want and you're going towards it. Whatever you're leaving behind isn't quite complete yet. Okay. But you see the victory in where you're going. You see clearly the victory in where you're going. And you see clearly what you want, so you know where you're going. Wow, that's crazy. What's at the bottom? Page of Pentacles. Yeah. You may have received some type of good news, a little money infusion. This could even be the actual strategy, and you may have written it down. There goes the Emperor with the same type of paper. This is a map. And the Eight of Pentacles. That's 9 Pentacles. You see clearly that you can do something on your own, and this is something that you're working on. It feels like it's something that you're very passionate about, or something that brings you a lot of clarity. I feel like you have the secret sauce or the secret recipe. You know how to put things together. Some of you guys will be really good at like cooking, or maybe you already are. I mean, you would probably know that. But, you know, that's one of your major skills or talents. Herbs, spices, cooking, flavors. Maybe you have flavor, you have spice. You know, that's kind of like authenticity to me, or personality. Not really authenticity, but actually personality. All you need really is personality. It's something about you being able to do something by yourself on your own, and all you need is your skills and your abilities. There's an actual situation in real time that is proving to you or confirming to you the truth that you needed to see in order to know what it is that you truly wanted. And I feel like this is what you've been waiting on. I feel like your spirit team is communicating with you. See what these people don't understand. Yeah, the 9 of Wands just flipped over. What people don't understand is that the level of clarity that you have, Pisces, about what it is that you're doing, this little Knight of Swords can't change that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if somebody thought they were gonna come in and knock you off balance, because balance is right there. But it kind of feels like you calculated somebody trying to knock you off balance into the equation, and them trying to do that actually like put you more in balance, or it infused more power into whatever it is that you were doing. Something like that. Thank you, bitch. Okay, let's go ahead. I kind of want to see, before we go any further, a little bit of clarity on this Ace of Swords. Okay. What's this Ace of Swords down here, Spirit? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at that. I pulled an extra card out. Didn't even mean to. The cards that came out are the Empress and the 9 of Wands. Yeah. It's some type of attack or aggression or action taken from someone else towards you. It's aggressive action that someone took towards you, or that it kind of prompted you and motivated you to move forward. Now, I also feel, okay, Page of Swords at the bottom and the 6 of Pentacles. I also feel like you took some type of action that you were afraid to take. Kind of like the follow your heart card. You followed your heart and it led to an overcoming of your fears with the 9 of Wands. Like I said, the storm is kind of over, or because these came out together earlier. And it's like either something wasn't as bad as you thought it was originally, or even if it was scary or stressful or anxious for you to do it, you still did it, and then you realized how much power you have and that you have like an unlimited source of power to do things like that. And it gave you clarity of like what you could do. It's kind of like you deciding to do something hard, that something that you thought was hard, and then you realize and find out that it's not as bad as what you thought it was, or it's not as bad as what you thought it would be. And it gives you a sense of victory. It gives you a sense of achievement. It gives you a sense of pride in yourself that you were able to accomplish said goal. Door closed. Because I was about to say, yeah, there's definitely somebody, there was definitely, I feel like, somebody who was coming towards you thinking shit was sweet. And it's not fucking sweet. They were coming towards you with this wand behind their back. Like, you see this? Pay attention now. You see this? Something was going on with that right there. And they was thinking shit sweet. And then bam, you get what I'm saying? Couldn't even get close. They thought they was going to sneak up on you. That's what I feel. But again, you already allow for these types of contingencies to take place. And you were asking yourself why. You were like, why is this happening? Why are people coming at me? Why? But the answer is because in some way, before they even, it's like you defeat these enemies before they can even really get to you. But it's not because of, you know, some mystical power or something that you have. It's kind of like because of your planning, because of your preparation, because of your perspective on life, because of the ways that you've evolved, because of the things that you've educated yourself with and what you've learned. It's like you have that as a superpower, which equates to and resembles that of magic power, spiritual power. And that is a part of it. It's like with the Empress energy, it feels like you're incorporating practical things. We saw the Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles are practical. We saw the Page of Pentacles. You're incorporating information, knowledge, you know, asking the right questions, communication, investigation. You're incorporating all of these practical attributes in unison with your spiritual attributes and your more esoteric attributes into the execution of the strategy that you have. So it benefits you in that way. You asked a question, you asked why. And you did the work to figure out the answer, and you found the answer. And I feel like now with the Six of Pentacles, you're receiving the answer, or you received the answer. You were given the answer. You were given that clarity. Okay, so Spirit. Ooh, I'm going to have to squeeze. I had to squeeze all of this on the table. Okay, Spirit, what's the intuitive aspect of this? We're going to go to the intuitive aspects of this. All right. What are the intuitive aspects of this situation? No, they said before I do that, let me clarify this Knight of Swords. What's the Knight of Swords? Two of Cups. Yeah, this is some type of communication coming in for sure. Or this could be you communicating, but it's definitely communication. Eight of Wands for sure. Queen of Wands. Look at that. The way you're communicating has somebody feeling intimidated, or it has somebody feeling targeted. cornered, attacked. Well, you may be starting up a conversation with someone and they're going to be attracted to you because of your conversation. Or they're going to admire you because of your conversation. What's the Two of Cups with the Knight of Swords? Fool card. Yeah, you're meeting somebody and you're striking up a conversation. It could be in passing, like at the grocery store or, I don't know, somewhere. You're striking up a conversation with somebody. I said y'all were the Fool card. Or you're communicating in a different way. Like I said, that kind of has people on guard. It's making people lash out kind of aggressively because of this way that you communicate. Somebody's lashing out aggressively. Yeah, but see, with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords coming out, the Knight of Swords is not mature communication, okay? Page of Swords is like, oh, I got this idea. I've learned this new thing. And the Knight of Swords is like whoever that is who just found out this new piece of information, communicating it as if they're an educated professional for several years. And then the Queen of Swords is like even more mature with the communication because there's experience and wisdom and knowledge behind it. And then like there's an additional knowing attached to that. And then the King of Swords is like the ultimate master of that particular topic or subject, right? And it is what it is. Patriarchy is alive. But at the end of the day, that's the progression. So, excuse me. If you somebody coming through as the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, and you've been doing something for a long time, and then you got a little baby, you know, you got a little baby bum over here trying to say something to you, and they ass still got baby powder on it. You know, it's still amniotic fluid crust in their eyes. What are we really doing here? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't tell me anything about the subject that I just saw a flash. Yeah, it's like something, it's like quick. Something happens quick. You can't tell me anything about shit. Little baby bum. Go find your passy, bitch. Because you're not telling me anything that I don't already know. And it's not so much that you don't respect this person's communication or that you have an issue with their communication, but it's just not on the same level. Like it's the same, this is like a mom talking to a kid. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. A mom talking to their kid, a mom talking to their teenage child or adolescent child or whatever. And it's like of course we can all learn things from our children. I believe that wholeheartedly. Sometimes kids are smarter than adults. Let's be real. Age, it's not about age when it comes to the Knight of sorry. It's not about age when it comes to the pages, the knights, the queens, or the kings. It's not about age. It could indicate it as a sign of age, but it doesn't have to be about age. It's more so the level of proficiency. And when you're in a position where you just have more experience or you have more information or you just have a wider spectrum of associating thoughts that you could pull up on for a specific topic, you know, it puts you higher on the spectrum. And it feels like you may be communicating differently with your children. You may be communicating differently with your family. Ten of Pentacles is here. You may be communicating differently with your coworkers or your bosses at work or customers or people in your field, whatever it is that you do professionally. You just may be communicating at a different level, at a new level, because of the experience that you've gained over time. And it's somebody who's being aggressive about it. You know, somebody, you know, being aggressive about it. I also feel like you may be coming across people who you feel communicate immaturely, but let me see. I mean, because the Five of Swords, it's like people are coming at you with immature arguments. It's like if you're saying something new or you're introducing a new, Three of Swords. I feel like you're hurting somebody's feelings or something. Because if you're communicating something that another person has never really conceptualized within their own mind, and you're introducing new thoughts and new ideas and new points of view, sometimes people don't handle that very well. Or like if you go out, just say you go out and you want to meet people, you go to an event, and the event that you go to is in a totally different city, and there may be a different type of people there, whether it's a higher level, quote unquote, or whether it's a lower level. You're going to see the stark contrast in communication style. And that's kind of what I feel. It's like there's a stark contrast in communication style to where either you're coming into a situation communicating in a totally different way than what people are used to, and it's throwing people off, or you're entering into a situation and you're receiving communication from people that's totally different from what you're used to, for better or for worse. And it could be something that is kind of throwing you off, but I don't think it's actually throwing you off, Pisces, because I feel like you, again, calculated this, or you anticipated this. You made contingencies for this as a possibility. Ooh. On either side. Star card was at the bottom. What's the Five of Swords? What's the Five of Swords? Jeez. That was ridiculous. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. So, I guess somebody wants to slow you down or something. I just heard somebody say, I'm going to pop the trunk on that ass. I don't know. When people say they pop the trunk, of course they're going to retrieve some sort of weaponry. Because that looks like that's a trunk. And that could be a car with the Chariot. So something about popping the trunk, or something in the trunk, or somebody doesn't want you to know what's in the trunk of a car. Or something like that. Or something's in the trunk. Or it could be the foundation of something, like a tree trunk. I'm also getting tree trunk, which is like the roots or the foundation of something. So at the core, at the foundation of the situation, I feel like somebody wants to hold you back from moving forward. That's just what it is. Or they want to try to delay some type of decision that you make or something like that. Or they want to try to deny access to you, or deny access to something that you want to be able to access. It's like moving forward quickly and then being held back. Either you're doing this to yourself, or someone is trying to do this to you, or they thought they were going to do this to you. But again, feels like you accounted for this. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're being very practical, very resourceful as well. I feel that there's a situation where somebody's trying to hold you back or stop your progress or disturb the foundation that you're trying to build in a situation, but they don't realize that you're very resourceful. Like, I don't know, you may have jumper cables in your trunk, and you could, or not jumper cables, but you may have one of those little machines, like maybe your car be shutting off. And there could be somebody trying to deprive you of some type of finances, or not give you some type of finances because they want to slow you down. But you got the jumper cables in the back, and I don't know, somebody might owe you some money, and that money could help you fix that car. But because they don't want you to be able to move forward and they want to slow you down, you have to find another way to figure it out when your car needs to start. So you keep a jumper machine in your trunk, Pop that bitch. If your car don't start in the morning time, you just go out there and jump it, get to work. If you got to jump it on the way home, you jump it on the way home. You just figuring out what you got to do. And I'm not saying that's all of y'all's situation, but it's kind of like that's the resourcefulness. That's the contingency. That's the accountability that you're having when it comes to executing a strategy where you know you're enemy number one. Wow. And then the Ace of Wands. Yeah. And then all of those things that someone is trying to do to slow you down just gives you more ideas creatively about how to move forward. So it's like that's why the Nine of Wands came out, and that Nine of Wands was showing that the wands were already on the ground, because you've tackled all of these fears. You see what I'm saying? Like anything that you used to be afraid of when it comes to people attacking you, coming at you, being petty towards you with this Five of Swords energy. It's like you've come up with resourceful ways of how to transmute that energy to benefit you at the end of the day. And people have an issue with it. But I feel like folks are coming into your cave, or they're coming into your sacred space while you minding your business, and, you know, just trying to catch you off guard with bullshit. Little do they know that all that's doing is amping up your progress and making you have more momentum when it comes to whatever it is that you want to accomplish. Goof. What's the Hermit? What's the Hermit? Ooh, the Magician. Yeah, you're doing things. You're just manifesting. It's like you're taking action behind the scenes, and then, you know, being patient and waiting until the right time to do what it is that you need to do. This is a strong strategy that I feel like is catching a lot of people off guard. Death card and the Moon. I feel like you're finding a flow in the energy. You're finding a flow of balance in the energy. Ooh, excuse me. You know, okay, let me just tell you this. You know that there's a situation that is at like the end. You know this, because you've been getting confirmations and messages and stuff. You were kind of unclear about why you were getting certain downloads from spirit, but see, you get what I'm saying? There was like this looming fear, this looming anxiety over you that I feel like you were feeling intuitively, and it was because something was coming and you could sense it. So you had to figure out how to balance the fear and focus clearly on the message that your spirit team was trying to send you. And I feel like it finally clicked. And listen, something is at the end. That cord is so thin, y'all can't even barely see it on the camera. You know that a transformation is almost complete, or something is almost done. It's like we're at the very, very, very final hours of whatever this is. So you're transmuting this energy. It's like you're taking a lot of action behind the scenes to prepare for whatever this is, because you know that at any moment, devil shit could hit the fan. A lot of things could just get shut down. A lot of things could just come to an end. A lot of things could just be, you know, done. And I feel like your spirit team was working with you to try to get through that fear, the initial fear and anxiety of the messages that you've been getting, so that you can see the point of the messages and move in the direction that they want you to move in order to make whatever needs to happen. All right. So what's the intuitive aspect of all of this for Pisces spirit? What is the intuitive aspect? Ooh, first one, bitch. High Priestess, Death card. See, I just explained it really. But this is kind of what you need to focus on moving forward, because what's in your crown and being downloaded and intuitively coming through your third eye is what you need to focus on in the current moment in order to move forward. So it's kind of like advice. But That whole situation I just described with this death card, your intuition, it's like you're confident now of what you've been seeing. You're confident of it. You know it's coming for sure. You know what it is, and you know what it ain't. Your intuition is telling you that there's a change or a transformation happening in secret. And you're confident about that. I also feel like you guys are confident in what it is that you're doing because you sensed this door closing. It's like there's a door closing. And I don't know if y'all heard it earlier, but I remember I said something about a door closing. One of their doors closed. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Who is this? Snowflake, don't be tearing up the carpet, girl. You better stop tearing up my carpet. I'm gonna give you some paps. Skibbity paps. Okay. Oh, have y'all, it's coming up. I said skibbity paps. Have y'all ever heard of that YouTube thing called Skibbity Toilet? Probably so, if you got kids. But listen, I didn't know when my son was talking about, he would always say skibbity toilet. He was probably talking shit, but I understand now what skibbity toilet is, and it's crazy. It's like an uprising of heads coming out of toilets, and it's so dumb. Like, to a lot of us older people, it's so dumb, but at the same time, it's kind of like, y'all remember, what's that show? Courage the Cowardly Dog that used to come on Cartoon Network. It's kind of like my son's generation, Courage the Cowardly Dog. And literally the heads coming out of the toilet have an uprising against the computer screens or the computer face people. Like, it's literally people that march, and it looks like it looks like corporations. And they all have faces that are like cameras and TV screens and stuff like that. It's weird. It just came up. So, what is this? Two of Wands, Devil, Page of Wands. Yeah, so your decisions, you're making a lot of decisions from a place of like gaining confirmation from things. You got a lot of confirmations of something is about to explode. I'm hearing a song. Something's about to explode. You can see something in the distance about to explode. I'm about to explode. What else? Is that the Crown? Five of Wands? So some of you could be having some secret inner conflict going on. Mental conflict. Some of you guys could be in two minds about a situation. But the Queen of Wands again and the King of Pentacles. Yes, girl, what is it? What? I tee you. Yeah, there's some type of conflict going on. There's definitely a fight between the masculine and the feminine. That could be an internal battle for you, but it also could be external. I feel like it's both. Your intuition is telling you to be confident. Okay? As you move forward in the next steps of whatever this is that you're doing, your intuition is telling you that throughout this transformation, you're almost done. Like, it's almost, the threshold is almost close. I feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you, for the woo-woos, okay? Hey, woo-woos. There's like a portal that was open that we've all been kind of working to close. I wanted to say psychologically, but no, psychically. Could be psychological, I don't know. But there's a portal that we've all been working to close to prevent further chaos or chaotic energy from coming through. and it's almost closed. So if you've been doing the light work, if you've been sending the positive vibes out to the atmosphere, and you've been, trying to ground in the earth and put your positive vibes into the earth and do all of those things to kind of heal the energy of things that have been broken, that door is almost closed. So we've what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is one of those big doors that they basically have in these old castles and buildings that are super large. You know how they have those videos that show you old pictures of like huge instruments, huge violins, huge chairs, huge doors. The doorknob is like literally, 12 feet tall. Like somebody was like, why would a person our height, the average height of the average person today, make a door that tall with a doorknob that tall? You get what I'm saying? So I'm seeing that door in my mind that's really big, really tall. It weighs a ridiculous amount, and it's extremely hard to close, to where it actually may have to be on a mechanism or a gear shift, or it may have to be on some type of like mechanical system to close it and open it. But I feel like all of the collective forces of people, like, y'all know who you are. All of the collective forces of people who are in this higher vibrational energy on a practical level, whatever you do on a practical level every single day, you have been working to try to correct the things that have been coming through that open door, which that door I don't think it was supposed to be open, but at the same time, it was meant to be open. But even though it wasn't supposed to be open, it was meant to be open. So we had to do what we had to do. And we've been working to close it. And some people have been working to actually close it. Some people have been working to combat, the energetic vibrations and anomalies that have been coming through that door. So we all have our part to play. Just so you know, that door is almost closed. All right. And the battle, it feels like it's almost over. And there's going to be a more positive time. Some of you are grappling with the idea of being able to have your cake and eat it too. And it's kind of like you can have your cake and you can eat it too. Like, who the fuck made that up? Who the fuck said if you have a cake that you can't eat it? That's stupid. Why would I bake the cake if I can't eat it, bitch? So I just think that was that was a mechanism to prompt people to accept suffering. And I feel like because of that door being closed, some type of suffering is going to come to a more balanced place. It's not going to be done. I mean, there's always going to be balance, good and evil. You can't have too much good and not enough evil, because then that would be an issue too. But there's going to be something that comes to a balanced place where not only will you have your cake, but you'll be able to enjoy it and eat it. Oh, you have all these nice things, but you can't enjoy them. No, you're going to be able to enjoy it. You're going to be able to be fulfilled and also enjoy being fulfilled. And in the next steps that you take, you're being asked to believe wholeheartedly that you'll be able to overcome any of these conflicts. Thank you to you Pisces who are here for the right reasons. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all be sure to like the video. Subscribe if you are new. Book your reading, you guys, if you want to get more in-depth information about your particular situation. I would love to see you there. What's the Five of Wands? The World. I told you. Bitch. Okay, no, I'm just playing. Yeah, there's a cycle of conflict that's coming to an end. I also feel like the door closing is going to cause conflict, but it's kind of like, just say someone does a coup and certain people get over the wall, right? The people who get over the wall are the ones who are most vulnerable at that time. So any negative energy or entities that came through that door, they are going to become more hostile because now they're stuck. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. It's like there's a new beginning in your life. There's a new cycle that you have stepped into. It's like you know intuitively that you're going to have another set of challenges with this particular cycle. If you're smart, if you're wise, if you're not being delusional, if you're not being dumb, you're going to understand that even though one set of challenges may be complete and you may have overcome it, there will always be another set of challenges with every new endeavor that you embark upon. So I think now this is more of a mindset that you're adopting or settling into, where even though you know that there's going to be that new set of challenges at every new stage, you're more confident because you know from completion of this stage that you'll be able to face those challenges and overcome those challenges as well. It's just like playing a video game. Once you get to a certain point in the game, you know, some of the bosses that started off being hard aren't that hard anymore. And then the ones you face moving forward, you're more equipped and prepared to fight them. Even though the bosses on different levels of a game might be stronger than the ones at the previous level, you've acquired more ammo, you've acquired more skills, you've acquired more agility, more than likely. You've acquired more weaponry, you've acquired the things that you need to be able to face those challenges head on. And that's the Knight of Pentacles. You may be offered a job and you're not sure if you're going to take it. It took a long time for a cycle to come to an end, but it made you very proficient, almost expert-like when it comes to what it is that you do. What's the High Priestess? Thank you. Ten of Swords. Wow. Yeah, a lot of you are starting to come to the consensus and the understanding that the time that you were in where you were constantly being betrayed, constantly being stabbed in the back, constantly being victimized and taken advantage of, and you weren't able to fight back. It's like y'all are realizing that that time is quickly coming to an end. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles and the King of Cups. An opportunity is coming in quickly for you, Pisces, and you can sense it. You can feel it. Don't hesitate on it, because I feel like you might want to hesitate on it. And the reason why you might hesitate on it is because you may feel for a moment that you're not going to be able to do it, but that's not true. Okay. Let me see. Stanky Gill, I tee you. Get off my table. Y'all be messing up my cards. Y'all be messing up my cards. Let's see. All right, boom. We still in there. Like swimwear. Anything else that Pisces needs to know, Spirit? Anything else for Pisces? Distractions in reverse. Temptation, always busy, kept you waiting. Yeah. The distractions, they're gone. So now what was delayed kept you waiting. The distractions, all these other things that were fogging up your mind, they're gone. Now you're about to have a new experience because you're focused. Ooh. Infatuation, denial, obsession, attraction. Somebody might be obsessed. Yeah. Desire, toxic though. Somebody is obsessed with you, but it's toxic. Any obsession is toxic, y'all. I don't care. It's not cute. Okay. What else does Pisces need to know? Inferno, chaos, job loss, everything crumbling. Yeah, so somebody is losing everything because they had some type of obsession with you. You could have almost lost everything because you had some type of obsession with something. Now it's not so much of a distraction. The ex, unfaithful love triangle, ex in question. Mind games. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys have an ex who's going through a lot of chaotic situations in their life because they were obsessed and in denial about their obsession. When it comes to, I don't know, maybe when it comes to focusing on you, because the opposite of distraction is focus. So if someone was putting all their focus on you, what is this? Distractions in reverse, infatuation and inferno. Wow, the Tower and the Knight of Cups. I hear you, Snowflake. They mad at me, child. I need to go to Walmart and I refuse. I refuse to go to Walmart the week before Thanksgiving. No, I'm just playing. I'm finna go. But yeah, somebody's feeling destroyed. It could be a Scorpio who has some level of obsession towards you. It's like they're feeling destroyed. You may be picking up on somebody's secret animosity or like secret regret. 3 of Cups. King of Cups. Like a Cancer or a Scorpio or another Pisces. It's a man. Somebody's spying on you. This could be the person who they were talking about in that card with the evil eye energy. And since the King of Cups came out with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, this person could be watching and waiting for an opportunity to kind of betray you or expose a secret or something like that. Child. But see, this obsession is going to cause chaos, loss, and destruction in this person's life. That's, I guess, joke's on them, bitch. I just heard jokes on you. We still alive. Throw your hands up in the sky and say, we don't care what people say. Okay. Anything else for Pisces, Spirit? I think that's pretty much it. Can I get one card for Pisces in solidarity? Ooh, poverty reversed. I know that's right. 37 again. So you could be 37 years old. Also, something about what you've been doing since October or what you did in October is bringing you some type of wealth or a change in your situation. Main female. There's a feminine energy coming out of poverty here. This could be you or someone you know. And then adjudication. It could be related to something legal, but there's a decision being made. A decision has been made or it's about to be made. And a judge or a lawyer or somebody in the courts or an authority figure could be making this decision, and it involves this main female. That's who people are focused on, or that's what this is about. That's crazy. All right, Pisces, let me see. What advice? Let's just get a Pisces RS card for advice. Thank you guys so much for being here. The signs that are out here are definitely Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Sag, Cancer, Gemini, Aquarius possibly as well, Libra. I said Taurus. Hell, everybody except for Capricorn. I mean, we did see the Devil card, but I really don't feel Capricorn, but there's Taurus and Virgo. And then there's Aries and Sag. Not a whole lot of Leo in this reading. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, all the water signs. And then Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, all the air. So all the water signs, all the air signs, Sag and Aries, Taurus and Virgo, no Leo, not really any Capricorn, okay? What's the advice for Pisces? Creation. So yeah, something that you've created or something that you plan to create, it's time for you to move forward on that. It's ready to go. You have to move forward. Or there's something that you've created that maybe you're moving on from because it's time for you to go to create the next thing. But whatever this is, it's positive. It's creation. Your advice is to keep creating. Okay. What were you created for? We have royalty at the bottom. You can create the life that you want when it comes to what you deserve. And I feel like you're realizing that. That's what your spirit team wants you to see. And we started this reading off by saying to do what it is that you want to do, right? Do what you want to do, Pisces. Do what you love. Do what makes you happy. And your spirit team is saying you are royalty. Your intuition is telling you that you deserve something better. You deserve a better life, that you've evolved, that you're ready to step forward. And basically what your spirit team is telling you is that, yeah, we agree. You deserve that. But you also have to know that you have the power and the ability to create it. And the more that you wait on someone else to create it for you, or the more that you wait for it to be, just presented to you magically, the less power that you have and the more power you give away. And that's what I feel like your breakthrough is. That's what they're trying to get you to see. So I hope that helped you guys. Book your readings, y'all. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Get in the comments for the algorithm, y'all, or let me know whatever you think. Put the brains in the comments if it resonated. And I'll see you guys next time, Pisces. Remember, this is our circle, booze. Bye.